Now we're live.
Now we're live. Okay, well, I was told this is a lot more casual than the debate. So here we go. I'm Caitlin Long with Wiregrass Daily News, and I'm here with Mr. BJ Kelly, who is the program director of 1039 News Talk. And we are here just 1 week after that historical debate that Wiregrass Daily News put on. So
it was a momentous night a week ago, and now we've got the elections tonight. Polls are closing at 7 o'clock, but now we understand there are so many people at some of the election sites that voting will continue until those people have a chance to vote. Those who are inside the buildings at 7 a.m. will continue to be able to vote. So
7 p.m.
7 p.m. Yes. So that's a good thing because traditionally Dothan's municipal elections have poor turnout. So that's an indicator maybe we're going to get more turnout for this election than we would normally see in the past.
So I think that we were told that at Ridgecrest is where there are
right
a large number of voters still in line waiting to vote. So it's going to be a minute before we get those results, I'm assuming.
Yeah, and because normally in the past with these kind of elections, municipal elections, we only see maybe a 25% turnout. In other words, 25% of the registered voters actually turn out to vote. And I think in the last election 4 years ago, it was much less than that. So that may be a good indication that we will have more voter participation this year than we have had in years past. So that'll be a very good thing. We've got a lot of races to talk about.
We sure do.
We've got some very important ones, and we've got some that have really got a lot of talk, and a lot of people are buzzing about some of our candidates, some of our elections we're going tonight. And we're going to be talking about some of those too tonight. And hopefully we'll be able to talk to some of our candidates live too as the evening goes along tonight.
Yep. So I want to start out by saying this live election coverage is one of our great sponsors for this coverage is Rock Creek Roofing, building trust one roof at a time.
There we go. And we will be endeavoring to bring you not just the actual facts, which we are going to do that too, the numbers. You will be able to see those too, by the way, if you're on our feed on our website. We're also doing feeds in other areas too. We're doing audio feeds through our radio stations in our group. You can also see us on the app. I believe we have app coverage. You can get the newstalk103.com app as well. Wiregrass Daily News app as well. Those are free. You get them at your app store and follow us that way as well. And I believe come later in the night, we'll be able to see some of your comments, I think, as well as if they come up on the screen as well.
Your comments, and then once we get closer to the results being counted and tallied and come to the end of the results, we'll get some interviews with some of those candidates as well.
And you'll also be able to see those numbers in real time. As we get those numbers in, we will be putting them up on wiregrassdailynews.com in real time that we get them.
Yep, you'll be seeing them whenever we see them.
Along with the percentages, so you're going to get to see it as we see it as well. So that's our goal tonight, is to make this immediate. This is live, this is local, and we're going to do this together. So we're going to get these numbers as soon as we get them. We're going to share them with you, and you'll have a chance to know as soon as we do. And I would like to say we've got a whole crew of folks that are out there gathering these polling numbers for us. We've got folks at every polling location. We've got 10 different polling locations around the city of Dothan. We'll be talking about some of those locations. We already mentioned one that has a pretty good turnout still going on. But we have a crew out all over the place, and we really appreciate them tonight. We've got a great crew in studio. We've got Matt over there, our studio producer. Our executive producer is Brian over there.
And
that's Dylan over there.
Matt's behind the scenes.
Matt is somewhere in the Northeast. We're not really sure.
He's in Massachusetts, but he's here with us.
He is our digital director, and he's been doing a lot of work to get us prepared for this. So we appreciate that.
Okay, we did just get an update. 391 people were involved in the community center. That's District 1.
391 at Walton Community Center.
Correction, Walton Park Recreation Center.
Park Recreation Center. That is one of three different locations in District 1.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's an indicator that we're going to get a pretty good turnout tonight. So
we are getting a lot of
notices coming in tonight, so that's good. Let's run over those polling places just in case you don't know, and thank our crew out there for being out there as well. You've got Andrew Bell Community Center. That's on Lake Street. Our own Matt McCall is out there. Walton Park Rec Center, we talked about that. Kaylee Wright is out there. And at Vaughn Blueberg Center, those are all in District 1. Jen McLean is out there as well. And in District 2 at Roy Drigger's building in the Civic Center, Lee Strickland is there. And at the Wiregrass Recreation Center on 6th Avenue, Lee Barbary is there. And Houston County Farm Center, we've got Charles Woodall out there. That is District 3. There's only one site, I believe, one polling location for District 3. District 4 has 2 polling locations. Houston County Farm Center, as we mentioned, no, that's District 3. District 4, Dothan Utilities Complex, our own Jake Martin is out there. And Ridgecrest Baptist Church is also in District 4. Charlotte Fletcher is there. And District 5, one place there to vote, that's Westgate Rec Center. Our own Denise Reed is there. And District 6, Wiregrass Commons Mall Community Room. Jerome Jackson is out there getting those numbers in there. We appreciate it.
So the whole Digio Strategies team has come together
Absolutely.
to get these results. Thank you guys for helping us do this.
Yeah, it's a great team effort, and we appreciate all the effort that you're putting in on this. And thanks to our sponsors as well. I want to talk first of all maybe about the mayoral election a little bit. This has gained a lot of interest.
It sure has.
We have an incumbent mayor, Mark Saliba, who has the potential to make history tonight if he wins.
If he wins, he will be the first mayor of Dothan to hold mayoral office 3 consecutive times in a row.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, his father, of course, also held the office 3 times, but not consecutively.
Not consecutively.
So his father also did that, but not in consecutive order. So that's a goal that he's shooting for tonight as well. And we do have, I think we have the opening statement at our debate. I believe we have that, don't we, Dylan?
Could we see that video for
Can
the
we see
opening
that video?
statement?
This would be the current mayor, Mark Saliba's opening statement at our last debate.
Thank you, and thanks to Wiregrass Daily News, and thanks to Dirt and Sign for making this possible tonight. Thank you for all coming out tonight, and those that you are listening in on live stream. It really does show that you do care about what's going on in our city, and I'm grateful for that as well. I've heard a lot about change over the last few months as we began this campaign election cycle. George Bernard Shaw said that change for change's sake is a path to nowhere. Without proper leadership, without proven leadership, without vision of where we are going, where we have been, it is just is what we need to be doing moving forward. So I'm asking you to vote for me again, to be your next mayor. We have made great strides, economic development, workforce development, progress in our city. I think you've heard a lot of the candidates already tonight speaking on all of that. They all agree that we have made great strides. There are some areas that we do have challenges in. Every good city and every good family has some challenges that we need to address, and I'm here to continue to address those as well. I appreciate your votes in the past, putting me into office, and I look forward to serving you again.
All right, that was incumbent Mayor Mark Saliba, who is facing a challenger, Jimmy McCray, who has a background in law enforcement. And they really are coming at this election in 2 different directions. Of course, Mayor Saliba, whose background is in construction work and has done a lot of things, building things. He's focusing more on downtown Dothan development. He's focusing more on bringing more businesses through the area. He's a more business-minded, construction-minded person. Whereas the challenger, Jimmy McCray, has a background. He's a veteran.
Army veteran.
He's got a background in police work.
Former Dothan police officer.
His real strategy, I think, is to emphasize the need for crime prevention.
Yes.
For safety and community involvement. And do we have his opening statement there too, Dylan? His statement was pretty much focused on community
that is work. Mr. Jimmy McCray.
And his background in policing, he wanted to emphasize the way to control crime and to better serve the community. And I think we have his opening statement too.
Hi, I'm Jimmy McCray, and I'm from Dothan, Alabama. I'm an ex-military, ex-cop. I lived here all my life. I'm also an entrepreneur, business owner, okay? I lived here all my life, born and raised. I've always been told what I couldn't do. I'm not a believer of what I can't do. I'm a believer of what I can do. And today, I'm up against my greatest battle, which is John Saliba, okay? His name is a giant compared to my name, so yes, it's a David versus Goliath, but just like David, I am armed, with the highest power from my Heavenly Father. I have my bow and my rock, and I'm aiming, and I'm ready. And I need your vote on August the 5th to release that so we can win this and put Dothan in the right position to move forward. Thank you.
Well, you heard him mention, he called the mayor by the name of John.
That was one of the names that he
that debate may go down as the great name debate in the
might.
future because he called him several different names during not
John,
derogatory names, but he
James.
several different first names.
Mhm.
And I think there was an allusion there to try to draw Saliba into some sort of argument or confrontation or something, basically to get started on the whole first name issue. I think there's been some things in the past where the mayor may have used a different first name. So he really wanted to get him into that argument over that.
Right.
And Mayor Saliba would not take that bait.
He didn't.
He didn't go down that road.
Nope.
So he stayed pretty much with his objectives. And we're being told that we getting some results coming in now?
Yes, we are. It is the Von Bloomberg Center. They should be updating to the website.
We should have some results
All right,
coming
got
in now.
some results. The Bloomberg Center, tell me again, which, that is going to be District 1. Getting some results for District 1.
While we're waiting for the website, Kevin Dorsey had 124 votes, Vivian Daniels 74, Mark Saliba for mayor 152 to Jimmy McCray 54, Julie Turner 110, James Grant 90. Others are still coming in, but that's what we have so far.
That's preliminary, very early votes.
Yep.
But that does show you we are starting to get some returns coming in. Those coming from the Von Bloomberg Center. So we'll be getting others coming in from the other 9 polling locations as the night goes on. We do have several races where we could have a potential runoff.
Runoff.
Yeah.
So, quick reminder of what a runoff would be for our viewers. If no candidate in a race with 3 or more contenders wins a majority, the top 2 move to a runoff on September 16th. That is especially important in crowded races like some of the commission and school board districts.
Absolutely. So there are 3 candidates in District 2. Also, District 3 has 3 candidates. So we have potential for a runoff there. And that's fairly common in these kind of races where you have more than 2 candidates. There would be a runoff.
In order for there not to be a runoff, the one candidate would have to have 50% of the 50% of
more
the
than
vote.
50%.
More than 50% of the vote. Right.
Of the vote, which is rare, usually with a 3-candidate race. But we also have the potential in our school board election as well for the potential of some runoffs there because we have 3 different candidates in 3 different districts
Yes.
in our school board. So we have a distinct probability, I would say, of a runoff at least for 1 or 2 of these races. And if we do have that, according to state law, I believe that would be the September 16th. We would have that runoff.
Yep. So while we wait, I just want to remind our viewers who the candidates are. Who
Absolutely.
are the candidates? So again, the mayoral candidates are Mr. Jimmy McCray and Mayor Mark Saliba. And District 1 Commissioner, Ms. Vivian Daniels and Commissioner Kevin Dorsey. District 2 Commissioner candidates are, and this is one of those 3 candidates where
Correct.
the runoff
Right.
could be, in play. So Mr. Philippe Kirksey in District 2, Mr. Rinda McCowan, and then Mr. Derek Tiller in District 3 Commissioner candidates are Mr. Bradley Bedwell, Commissioner Bradley Bedwell, Mr. David Haight, and Mr. Kyle Scott. District 4 Commissioner candidates are Mr. Josh Chapman and Mr. Dave Stock. District 5 Commissioner is unopposed, Mr. Gant Pierce. Also, District 6 Commissioner is unopposed, Mr. David Crutchfield. And then moving on to the school board chair candidates are Mr. James Grant and Dr. Julie Mullins Turner. The school board district candidates, or school board candidates for District 1 are Michelle Beecham, Miss Brenda Guilford.
I believe that's correct. Yes.
Okay. And Mr. Donald Hogans. or Hoggins?
I believe it. Which one are you looking at?
Donald
It's
Hogan's.
Donald Hogan's. I
Donald
believe it is,
Hogan's,
yes.
and then School Board District 2 candidates are Mr. Justice Black and Mr. Franklin Jones. School Board District 3 candidates are Mr. Jason Falls, Miss Jillian Kemp, and Miss Taisha Walton. And then School Board District 4 is unopposed, Mr. Scott Childers. And then School Board District 5 candidates are J.T. Carroll, Mr. J.T. Carroll, Miss Ashley Davis, and Miss Beverly Lampkin. And then School Board District 6 is unopposed, Mr. Ari Jenkins.
We did have a little bit of news yesterday, a little bit of excitement before the election. Someone actually filed a motion to stop the election. They filed a motion with a local judge to try to halt the municipal elections today on the eve of the voting. That was Kenneth Glasgow, I believe, filed that motion.
He did.
And he challenged irregularities. He claimed irregularities in the election process, and he sought to delay or block the vote today. And after reviewing those arguments, the court ruled that there was no sufficient legal basis to intervene. So that's why the election went ahead. And now we're finding out later this afternoon, Mr. Glasgow has been arrested.
He's been arrested, and
uh,
I don't want to quote because this might not be the reason, but it's said that he was arrested for practicing law without a
preliminary
license.
report we have is that he's been arrested for practicing law without a license. So that's preliminary. That may change, but we've gotten that news breaking right before we went on tonight.
Right before, so that's
yes.
why it might not be completely accurate, but that's the information that we did receive. So why are there so many people showing up to this election? Why does it matter? Why does it matter so much?
I would love to be able to take credit for it with our debate that we aired the other night. In fact, I'll go on a limb and say that probably had something to do with it because we had a lot of viewers to that debate.
I think 5,000 viewers that night, and it jumped up to 10,000 viewers the next morning.
Correct.
A ton of views. So
And
thank you all for watching.
I think a lot of it has to do with some of the issues as well. Of course, we talked about the mayoral race, but this race for the school board chair is a pretty intense race. I mean, this
Yes.
the questions that were asked of those candidates were very hard, very tough questions.
They were.
And they've gone through a lot of turmoil at the Dothan City School Board in the last few years. In fact, I think they've had 5 superintendents in the last 11 years.
Yes.
And they have one that's pending being approved right now. And obviously, this election is going to have a great impact on whether that superintendent gets.
Well, in the school board, it's going to be basically a new school board with as many people who are leaving the seats and as many new people who are coming in to take those new seats. So yeah, a new school board.
We might want to look at that school board. Did we run down the candidates in the school board yet?
We did.
Okay. Well, those school board candidates, we have one, I believe, that's stepped down and has moved back into the position of
school board member.
School board member.
District, that is Mr. Childers,
Yes.
and he is for District 5.
Yes. So he's going to stay on. He's just not going to stay in the position.
Not staying in the position that he was. Yep.
Some of the controversy around that is the current, I guess you would call them pending superintendent, has been potentially hired. He's not been hired yet. I mean, there's been some controversy over whether that was done correctly. And I think we had some local blogger who had filed some motions or something to try to stop that from going forward as well. So there's been a lot of controversy in that. With the high turnover with the superintendent, that's been an issue as well. And now this whole election is going to determine whether that particular candidate will be approved.
Right. So let's talk about the school board chair candidates real quick. Okay, so we do have some more results from the Civic Center, including absentee. Those results are going to be on our website right now. Still not called yet. Yes or no? Not called? Not called yet. Just some preliminary results so far. But while we wait for those results, some more results, we were talking about the school board chair candidates.
Yeah, the chair, by the way, in case you're not really familiar with what exactly that involves, the school board chair sets the tone for education policy in the city. And they help guide the superintendent. They oversee budgeting decisions, and they respond to needs of teachers, students, to parents. Um, you have two candidates there. You have Julie Mullins Turner and James Wesley West Grant. They're competing for that. Wes Grant, by the way, is a realtor who's a son of a former mayor of
That's
the
right.
city of Dothan, Jimmy Grant. He's a retired educator. Julie Mullins Turner is a former educator, retired State Department of Education worker who's been a vocal critic of the Dothan schools. And as we said earlier, current school board chair Scott Childers has withdrawn his name, but he is going to go on unopposed to be in District 4 as the representative.
Is
from
it district?
4.
Is he District 4?
Yes.
District 4.
Yes, District 4. So we had a lot of real controversy just before the election, just days before the vote. Dr. Garrett Askew was tapped to be the superintendent, but that's still pending because we have not had him approved yet. And as we said, there was a process served by a local person who sought to block that selection, citing potential or alleged violations of Alabama's Open Meetings Act. And that whole dispute centered on whether the board improperly violated transparency laws by making decisions without public notice or without proper agenda items. And all those are allegations, by the way.
Yes.
So that's sort of been another factor that's going into this. And of course, however the board comes out tonight, that could change or settle that issue
Right.
as well, because it depends on who gets elected to that board on whether that.
So there
We'll
was
go forward.
some school board district results that we were just looking at on the screen. School board chair right now, Dr. Julie Turner is up to, oh, that was really tiny and I couldn't read that.
It was a narrow lead. at this
Okay.
point. Yeah, very narrow lead.
That's
Yeah.
a narrow lead. Julie Turner does hold a narrow lead over Mr. Wes Grant currently. Dylan, could we play their opening statements from the debate? We'll start with, yes.
Thank y'all for being here, and thank you for this great event tonight. This is wonderful. One of the things I heard the most tonight is about how people love Dothan. And let me tell you, I love Dothan too, and that's just something that my family's been here since 1910. And my family's got a wonderful history in the Dothan City school system. I'm running for Dothan City School Board Chairman because I love Dothan and I love this school system. My great-grandfather on both sides of my dad's side both went to Dothan City schools. My grandfather and my grandmother on his side, my father, myself, my two sisters, my children, my wife and her sister, and her mom taught the school system forever. So this means a lot to me. This is personal, and I want you to know that. I spent 25 years in education. I've been a realtor for 40 years in March next year. And 50 years ago in January, I walked from Girard Junior High School to my dad's office to start working for him. So I've been doing this a long time in this city. I've been extremely blessed throughout my life, and not blessed with money or anything like that, but just blessed to live in a place like Dothan. I love this place. One of the things I always depend on is the Word of God, the Holy Spirit, and godly people to guide me in everything that I do. Leadership is not about me, it's about we, and it's about empowering others.
That was Mr. James Grant's opening statement. While we're waiting, let's go ahead and see Dr. Julie Turner's opening statement.
Let's see if I can find it over here. Here we go.
My name is Dr. Julie Mullins Turner, and my family has been here since Dothan was just a trading post named Poplar Head. I'm here to speak for the majority of citizens whose fathers were not mayors. I was the first person in my family to graduate from college, and I enjoyed it so much I went back and did it a few more times. I began my career teaching at Dothan High School. I continued it at Dothan City School Central Office, and then I went to the Alabama State Department of Education. All of my leadership has been in education. Serving as Alabama's Alabama State Department of Education ombudsman, I earned the skills to tackle the big issues. And Dothan City Schools really has some big issues right now. One of them being the budget. Pointing out that you have problems is not negative, and it is also not hostile. Everybody knows that when you have a problem, the first step in solving that problem is admitting that you have a problem. Now, Dothan City Schools, it's time for us to turn a page and start leading with accountability and transparency. And I have worked with every system in this state on their budget, and I have done it by not raising taxes on its citizens. And I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that I can work with my teammates on the board to fix our budgetary problems without raising taxes on its citizens. Thank you.
That was Dr. Julie Turner's opening statements.
You know, there's been so much controversy really with the school board. They had a very narrow split on this. Well, first of all, they had a resignation not too long ago and of one of their directors and the superintendents. And as we said, there's been a lot of turnover with their superintendents. And the new one, that potential new superintendent, Dr. Garrick Askew, that could be decided, that could be affected or will be affected really by this election. A narrow 4-3 board majority recently voted to forward 2 finalists before Dr. Askew, who was one of those finalists, narrowly got selected. 3 board members are not running for re-election. Others, like Scott Childers, we mentioned, Ori Jenkins, are seeking new terms. That means at least 3 newly elected board members, and that means that could speed up that process, ensure that process of approval, or it may completely reverse it.
Right.
And we may be back to the beginning on that. So that's been a real bone of contention within the school board.
Any more results over there, Dylan?
We've got them coming in. I'm going to put them up on the screen now. Let me go refresh the page, make sure I have the most current information. Looks like District 2 Commissioner, 33% to Kirksey, 26% to McGowan.
Yeah, that's one of those 3 candidate races that looks very close, and
that probably results in a runoff.
It's going to be pretty much a given. I think we're going to have a runoff in that race because it's been very tight.
Oh, school board is neck and neck.
That's about as close as you get with the school board race right there. We were just talking about that a few moments ago.
Oh, and can I please say something really quick? I accidentally called Miss Ari, Mr. Ari, and I apologize so much. I did not mean to call.
She did it on purpose.
I did not do it on purpose. I did it on accident.
She didn't do it on purpose.
I did it on accident, and I'm so sorry. Miss Ari, good luck. And I'm sorry for saying your name wrong.
Hopefully we will be able to get some of these candidates to do quick interviews with us before the night is over with. Some have agreed to do that. So hopefully we'll be able to get some of those coming in. Talking about that very, very tight school board chair race.
Because that, I mean, Dylan, can you, I can't quite see that far away. Can you tell me the percentage of the school board chair?
Yeah, District 1 is 26.4% to Michelle Beckham, 41.8% to Brenda Guilford, and 31.8% to Donald Hogans as it currently stands.
Tell me the school board chair. That is so close. School
board chair is 49.5% for Mr. Wes Grant, and Dr. Julie Turner is 50.5 as it currently stands.
Can our viewers see that right now? Can they see?
Let me swap pages here.
Because wow, look at that. Is
that better? Yeah.
If we didn't have the percentages up there, you wouldn't be able to tell who's winning.
You can't hardly tell
very,
at all.
Very tight race.
Very, very close.
Let me refresh and just make sure this is the most up to date.
By the way, for those of you maybe listening on the radio,
there's your updated numbers.
You
right
can
there.
see what we're talking about. We do post these up on the website, wiregrassdailynews.com. You can go there and see the actual graphics. Percentages of the votes as they come in, they're changing in real time. So you'll be able to go there and see them. can access that. Wiregrass Daily News also has a free app. If you'd like to go to your app store, you can pick that free app up as well. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, if you go to the website, maybe this way on the app as well, if you're looking for the political hub, that's where you'll see all this information we're talking about, is on the political hub. That's available from the menu, the menu that you'll see over to the side. If you click on that menu, there's a drop down, and one of the choices is the political hub, and that's where you need to go and see the graphics that we're talking about tonight.
Oh, I just lost my train of thought.
Lost your train of thought. Well,
I did. So did we already talk about the voter turnout?
we mentioned how that traditionally this election, the municipal elections, do not generate a very large voter turnout, but I think we're going to be proven wrong on that tonight.
I think we are.
If these preliminary numbers are any indication, and the fact that we had one polling place, I forget which one it was.
391? Was it? That was Ridgecrest.
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 Yeah,
That was at 391. It was well after 7 o'clock, and people were still in line
lined up,
waiting to vote.
Full
So
parking lot.
And
Full
so
parking lot.
That would mean that it might be a little bit later night getting all the results in, because if you are in line to vote or in the building to vote, I believe is the way the law says, if you're in the building to vote, you're going to continue to be able to vote. So that'll be all, it may take a little extra time to get those votes in. And
we might have a
traditionally,
longer night ahead of us than we thought we
we
would.
might.
I think we need to order an Uber Eats.
I think might need to send Jerome to the store after all.
I did notice in the last municipal election, for some reason, the precincts in the northwest side of town are usually the last ones to come in for some reason.
Huh.
So that if that trend continues, that may be the last few that we see coming in tonight. I don't know if that's a population issue, or a lot of this I think is going to be determined over, the race within any particular district, whether it's a very tight race. If it's a race that is uncontested, that may not generate as many votes as one. And of course, the overall races, the mayoral race and the chair race, those are what people I think are really going to drive up these voting numbers.
Right.
So I think we'll see more participation in all the precincts because of that.
And those historical facts of voting in Dothan were brought to you by
The oldest person here, the guy who's lived through more history than anybody else. So,
No.
uh,
So tell me another one of our fantastic sponsors that's bringing this coverage to everyone tonight.
thank you very much to Interstate All-State Battery Center. Interstate All Battery Center. Let me say that correctly. I'm sorry. Interstate All Battery Center. We appreciate you very much. One of our sponsors tonight, so making this possible. Appreciate that very
And
much.
continuing with some Dothan historical facts while we wait for some more results to come in. Did you know that Dothan was incorporated in 1885?
I thought it was 1995. You
No,
said that at the
no, that was a typo. And after I said 1985, I was like, that's not right. There's no way that Dothan was incorporated in 1985.
It was still incorporated in 1985.
It
but,
was.
yeah,
It just
initially.
didn't become incorporated
Yes,
in
right,
1985.
right.
But so Dothan was also named after a biblical city in Genesis.
Let us go to Dothan. So
I did not know that.
you didn't know that?
You didn't
No, I
know that? Okay, so yes, adopting. Well, it was Poplar Head,
Okay.
and then it became Dothan, which is based off of a city from the Bible in Genesis.
I should read my Bible more.
You
You
should.
better pick it up and read about Dothan. And then also, so the first city election was in 1885, and the mayor's salary was just $10 a month.
$10 a month?
That won't even get you
Wow.
a combo from Taco Bell anymore.
Makes you wonder why people ran for mayor back in those days. But as they say, $10 was a lot more money back in
It would have had.
1885.
It would had to have been.
Yeah, it would just about have to be. Yeah.
And then, so population growth, I guess, since that time until now, over 70,000 residents make it one of Alabama's largest cities.
And it's growing, still growing very
Still
rapidly at a
growing.
rate that's at one of the top fastest growing cities in Alabama, and still growing rapidly. And I think a lot of that, I'm not sure if it's all come in the last couple of decades, but I know people have seen so much change within the city in the last few years, especially building projects, road projects, and things like that. Of course, road construction in the city of Dothan is something
We are
that's
well known
another
to that.
discussion.
Some people are really happy about it, and some people are really unhappy about
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Well, it's progress, and
It is progress.
you know, those kind of growing pains come when a city is growing as rapidly as Dothan.
and
You
then
do
I'm
have
sure
those
all of our
problems.
viewers know that Dothan.
We do have Mayor Saliba. Okay, so we're going to have Mayor Saliba, I believe, that's going to call in here.
We're gonna.
Should be coming in here in a minute.
Attempting to get a call from him in just moments. We'll get his opinion on how things
How
are going.
tonight's going?
Yeah.
I would say from the looks of these numbers, it's going pretty good.
I was about to say another Dothan fact, but I'm afraid that Mayor
Yeah,
Saliba
yeah,
is
we-
going to call in before I finish the sentence.
Well, you're in the middle of it, just like we are, folks. This is live. You're in our center here, our election central. So you're seeing things as we bring them in. So we're all in this kind of thing together. This is the first time we've done live streaming election results before. And so we're all kind of working this out together. We've got a lot of moving parts going tonight. We have got people stationed at every single voting location tonight that are going to get those results back to us. Plus, we've got a lot of people behind the scenes that you're not seeing. People like Dylan over there. We've got Matt, who is our digital director. We've got all kinds of Brian is running around here helping us produce this thing and get
He
it
is
on.
literally
So,
running around
literally
here.
running around
That's
here.
not that's not a
Not
metaphor.
hypothetical.
No, he's running around the building right now. I know that BJ and I are kind of the faces of this whole thing, but there are
A
a
lot of
ton of people behind the scenes working like crazy to get all of this together. So thank you, Dylan.
We've got a
Appreciate
comment
that.
over here on our YouTube channel from Dark Hunter 2121 says, I'm rooting for Jimmy McCrae and Dr. Turner.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
the
you for
YouTube
chiming
channel.
in.
I forgot to even mention that.
Yeah,
We got
Yeah,
the
we
that's
are
YouTube
on
right.
channel.
Wiregrass Daily YouTube as well. Anybody that's watching on the live stream right now, feel free to comment in. We can see them.
So I'm just, I mentioned the radio and I mentioned online the website. We got the YouTube channel. We got social media, I believe.
We have so many options.
So many
So many
options for you to
options.
be viewing these results right now.
There's probably, it would be easier to find something we're not on than something that we are on right now. So however you're getting us now, we appreciate you doing that. And you have several options out there if you want to see the graphics, you're not able to, if you're listening to radio, you want to see the graphics, just go to wiregrassdailynews.com.
Right.
As we said, there is a menu button. You pull that down and look for the political hub. And that's where you will click on that. And I think you do the same thing if you're on the app as well. So that would be the wiregrassdailynews.com app. So,
Yep. You can
Go
just
there
go
and
straight to your app store, whether it's Apple or Google or Samsung. I'm not sure about. I'm an Apple user, so I don't know anything
Right.
about all the other softwares. But you know, you can go to whatever store that you go to get that app, and just go right to Wiregrass Daily News, and it'll pull up the app, download it, and you can see the results there as well.
and, still waiting on, are we getting that call or is that still coming in? Or
It hasn't come in yet.
Hasn't come in yet.
We're getting
So-
some more comments over on YouTube. Bama Duffer says, nice to have live coverage in Dothan for a change, especially unbiased coverage.
Oh, thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
We
appreciate that.
Appreciate that. Thank you. What was his handle again? Duffer?
Bama Duffer.
Bama
Duffer.
Duffer.
Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
Bama Duffer.
We appreciate that very much. You know, that's what we're trying to do here is we're trying to just, we're building the wheel as we're driving it.
Yes.
We're building the car as we're driving it. Same way with the debate we did last week. It was the first time that's ever been done.
It was
And,
the first time,
so-
and it was my first time being on a live broadcast production. And I told BJ beforehand that the bottom half of my body, my legs, were trembling so much. It was almost like I had no control over it whatsoever.
Right.
So I was afraid that people would be able to see me shaking up here too from the velocity, the sheer, just
Right. The magnitude.
the magnitude of the shake.
Yeah.
Well, she had the problem with shaking. Mine just went to sleep. I just went to sleep because like that 2 hours and 24 minutes.
We
I
were
think the
sitting
whole,
there
Yeah,
for 2
that's
hours and
wow.
24 minutes.
So,
That was a long time to
you
be
guys
sitting
did
and
great.
we learned something from that.
We sure
We
did.
learned to get comfortable chairs.
Bring a
whenever we did
cushion,
these things
yeah.
before, because the chairs we had for the debate were these hard, flat little chairs,
Yes.
metal chairs with a wooden seat on them. After about 2 hours, you know, that became a little bit rough. But they got us better, comfortable chairs tonight, so we appreciate that. I think we stole them from the TVY studio.
I
So
think we might
Uh,
have.
we may need to keep these.
So,
Jerome's going to have to stand when he comes in.
so while we're
Hey, I
waiting,
do that when I
Yeah,
do my
that's true.
show on the legend. So it
while
can
we're
be
waiting
done.
for Mayor Saliba to give us a call in, let's thank one more sponsor for helping us put this live production on. Interstate All Battery
Mhm.
Center. Thank
And also
you.
Lewis Smith Supply. We haven't mentioned them too. So we really appreciate them. And our other sponsor, Rock Creek Roofing. We could not do this without y'all. Thank y'all very
Thank
much.
you so much.
And patronize these folks. Let them know how much you appreciate them making it possible for us to do this tonight. So we appreciate that. Once again, the votes are coming in. You're seeing them. You can see them on the website. You can see the graphics are being updated constantly as those polling places close and turn in their votes. We're getting them. We're relaying them straight in here, and they will be posted up on the screen. And you'll probably see them before we find out about them. So you will probably know more about the election returns than we will, because you can see them right there as they come in real time. So.
Jackson Powell on Facebook said he's voting for Mayor Mark Saliba, said he does the best for mayor in Dothan, Alabama, and he knows his whole family. He also wants Danzy to get the commissioner too.
Okay.
Thank you for your input, Jackson.
Thank you for
Appreciate
commenting,
the
Jackson.
input. And
Thank you for watching.
absolutely. You know, we haven't really talked about, I don't think, why this election is so important, especially the mayoral race is so important, because I think you have two very distinct candidates with two very distinct visions. That's kind of rare usually in city elections. Normally both candidates are kind of in the same mold. They both kind of promote the same things, do the same things. But I think this year there's such a clear choice, such a differentiation between the candidates and what they're focusing on.
Yep.
We mentioned at the top of this show that Mayor Saliba, very much from a construction background, from a business background, is very much touting his work with downtown Dothan, promoting the revitalization.
And then
of
Mr.
downtown
McRae has
Dothan.
a background as an Army veteran,
Right.
Dothan police officer.
Correct.
Really strongly, his platform foundation is built on stopping crime
Correct.
and being there for the community in that sense.
Right. So you really have a very, I think, an unusual mayoral race in that you have two very distinct candidates that would have different visions. And really, all of the races are very important and will change a lot of things, even the ones that we talked about for the school board. That's going to have a big impact on the city of Dothan, because a lot of people may not realize this, but there are 8,000 school students in the city of Dothan school system.
8,000.
And that affects a lot of families.
It sure does.
A lot of families are affected by that. So
Because
the-
if you think 8,000 students, they have two parents. So that number
Absolutely.
doubles, and they have siblings,
and
that number triples.
and that goes up. And of course, those votes tonight that you have made, hopefully you went out and voted. That's going to change really everything as far as the school board goes. It may change who's been selected and not approved yet as far as the new superintendent. It may change a lot of different things as going forward. And there's been a lot of change
Right.
in the school board.
Right. And then for those who don't know what the school board members do for the community, the role of the school board is to oversee Dothan City Schools, which includes more than 8,000
More than
students.
8,000 students. yeah.
It sets curriculum policies, approves budgets, hires the superintendent, very important,
Mhm.
and manages district facilities.
Yeah, and also this is fairly recently that we've had elected school board officials. I think, what was it, 2019 or when we first started having elected school board officials? They were appointed before that time. So this is a fairly new option that voters in Dothan have had as far as voting for school board directors and school board appointees. So that also, I think, has a big impact on how this is going to turn out as well. So, and
So
it
was
will
that-
impact your kids as well.
That call from Mayor Saliba, did that ever come through?
Still waiting on that.
Still waiting
So
on that one. Well, while you wait on that one, we haven't really talked much about the commissioner candidates.
let's talk about the
Let's
commissioners.
talk about the commissioner candidates. So when talking about the commissioner candidates, let's start with an opening statement.
District 1.
District 1.
This would be our first District 1 candidate would be Ms. Vivian Daniels. from our debate last Tuesday night. These candidates were good enough to participate in debates with us last Tuesday night.
Daniels. I am running for District 1 Commissioner. I am a lifelong resident of Dothan. I have been here all my life. I have been serving in Dothan all of my life. But I continue serving Dothan as the Commissioner of District 1.
Very short and to the point. Also,
So at the debate,
Mhm.
the school board chair and the mayoral candidates, they were allotted 90 seconds for their
Correct.
opening statements,
Right.
and then the commissioners were allotted 60 seconds. So our next commissioner, we'll go ahead and play his opening statement.
Kevin
Mr.
Dorsey.
Kevin Dorsey also was given 60 seconds for his opening statement. Here we go.
Kevin Dorsey, I'm seeking re-election for District 1 City Commissioner. Love my city, born and raised here, graduated from here, went to college, came back home, live here, raised my children. I want to die here in Dothan, Alabama. But before I die, I want to win this election, and I want to continue to serve my people because I love my people in District 1. Thank you.
Very short, which was a good thing because some of our candidates later on went a little bit longer.
They
So-
did, and
so that was good.
I again, being my first rodeo, I wasn't really sure what to do. Like, okay, BJ, stop them.
we didn't really have. If you watch the debate, you can still watch it. By the way, it's
You
archived.
can. It's on.
If you want
it's
to
on
watch
our
the
website.
entire debate, you can do that. It's archived there at wiregrassdailynews.com. But we really didn't have any major issues with the candidates. We had a couple of issues during the mayoral debate where one candidate decided he wanted to come out away from the podium. We had a little issue with that. That was against one of the rules. And of course, we talked about the name issues that the candidate was using. That really did not draw the other candidate into the discussion there. So
But
most of
all
our
in all, I
candidates
think
were good.
everyone
Very good.
respected the rules, respected each
Absolutely.
other, and I think that it was a really good show.
Absolutely was. Very good. And we want to look at District 2, I believe now, Dylan, our District 2 candidate, Mr. Philippe Kirksey. I believe we have his opening statement as well.
Hey, how are y'all? I'm Philippe Kirksey, and pretty much running on a platform for progress. District 2 is unique. However, it is full of hardworking people who I've, over the last 2 months, have a close and upfront seek to get to know and also begin to love even more. The platform for progress is pretty much taking what matters most to people, which would be affordable housing, improved infrastructure, improved transportation, the school district, supporting the educational system. Also would be community and public safety, which is near and dear to my heart. Being a 22-year law enforcement veteran, coming from a law enforcement and military background, as my father served in both aspects, I understand that people and the community cannot grow if it doesn't first feel and know that it's safe. So community and public safety is a direct aspect of mine I would love to address, alleviate, and also improve upon. So that is one of my biggest efforts that I want to address in District 2 as a commissioner. But once again, affordable housing, infrastructure improvement, support of the school system, but also support of small business as well, as me and my wife are both small business owners. I think we can get a lot done as we come together, move away from divisiveness, but come together and stand together and improve as a whole so we can improve the quality of life of everybody in District 2.
All right, District 2 is one of those districts where we have 3 candidates, so we do have a potential for a runoff there. Our next candidate, I believe, from District 2 is Ms. Dorinda McGowan, and we have her opening statement from our debate last week as well.
My name is Dorinda McGowan. I am running for District 2 Commissioner, and the main reason why I'm running is the quality of life of District 2. I am an ex-military wife. I traveled the country. I returned home in 2005. I left at a very young age. And when I returned home, I was kind of quite disappointed as to what's going on within my community. As far as Dothan as a whole, as everyone say, I love Dothan. I dearly love Dothan, and Dothan is growing, and I'm very proud. But I'm also concerned. I'm concerned about my community. I'm concerned about the youth, the elderly, And that's that is the main reason why I'm running, because I want to see a better quality of life. We have so much. People ask me, what is your vision? It's very broad. There are so many things that need to be done within our district. We need to look at the education. We need to look at the safety. We need to look at the abandoned homes, the streets. All of these things need to be addressed. And we need funding for our community. We are sitting right in the middle of the most valuable part of Dothan. Out of the 6 districts, we are in poverty level right now. We need help. We need for our downtown commissioners and mayors to look into our district and see what's really going on.
Yeah, that was one of the candidates who got cut off a little bit early because she went over time a little bit, so that's why hers was chopped off a little bit. This is another 3-candidate race, and the final candidate in District 2 is Mr. Derek Tiller. And I think we have his opening statement.
My name is Derek Tiller, and I need your vote on August 5th. As your next commissioner, my desire is to restore, rebuild, and reduce. My desire is to restore pride back to our community, for us to look at our neighborhood and smile, to begin to rebuild our neighborhoods, begin to rebuild businesses, begin to rebuild the integrity with our district, and then to reduce the crime in our neighborhood, reduce the addiction rate in our neighborhood, reduce the homeless rate in our neighborhood. I am someone who has strategic planning experience. I have ran a budget with over $2 million. I'm a part of many boards in this area that is already making a huge impact on our district and on our community as a whole. So all I'm asking you to do is to vote for someone who has already been doing the work, already knocking on doors, already had relationships built, already poured into our community, already showed up. I'm needing you to show out on August 5th to vote for Derek Tiller as your next commissioner. Thank you.
That was Mr. Derek Tiller's
Yeah.
opening statement.
Do we have the current results from District 2? Can we pull those up and look at those?
What we got. District 2.
We just got, I noticed one message. It said from Kaylee, who wants to know if there's going to be a runoff in District 1. And District 1 only has 2 candidates for City Commissioner, District 1. So there won't be a
Looks like
runoff
there
there.
won't be a runoff.
Can't
for
be a
District
runoff there with
1.
only 2 candidates. So, but it is a very tight race, as you can see. It's a very close race. A slight lead
For
for
Mr. Commissioner Dorsey.
yeah, slight lead there. So, but that still could go either way. But there won't be a runoff in that race because there's only 2 candidates.
Let's go back to District 2 though and see those results as they're coming in.
There you go.
Right.
District 2 commissioner.
That one also very tight.
That one is very tight, and that
Very
one
tight
could be a
race.
runoff because nobody is above 50% on that one yet.
No, and it looks like that one probably will be headed for a runoff. And as we mentioned earlier, if you weren't listening here, if we do go to a runoff, it will be held September the 16th. For any of these races that do go to a runoff, it'll be held September the 16th. All right, do we want to look at District 3 candidates now? Looking first of all at the numbers for District 3, they look a little bit more decided in that one.
With Mr. I'm so sorry, Commissioner, but Bradley,
yeah, and
keep
that
calling
is
you Mr.
that,
and you're Commissioner.
That's the 3-candidate race as well. But it looks like went away for me, but it does look like the incumbent, if I can see that correctly.
Yes, Commissioner Bradley Bedwell.
Bedwell, it does have a significant lead at this point. I don't know if that's going to be enough to avoid the runoff, though. We'll have to wait and see. But he does have a fairly significant lead at this point in that race. That's District 3.
And let's look at District 4 while we're here looking at the results. District 4,
Very close.
very close, extremely close. That's Mr. Dave Stock and Mr. Josh Chapman.
Go back a little bit on that one, Dylan. I think Mr. Stock, who is the challenger, has a slight lead at this point. It's still not conclusive because we still have votes to come in, but the challenger does have a slight lead there, Mr. Stock. That is District 4, Commissioner.
And again, District 5, we won't see any results for District 5 because Mr. Gant is running unopposed.
Looking at those mayoral stats, it looks like Mayor Saliba is pulling a pretty significant lead, pulling away. It's still not to the point where I don't believe we can say that's an official result right there yet, but you can see there is a substantial lead for Mayor Saliba in that mayoral race right now.
School board chair, still extremely
that
extremely
is so
close. It
close.
is not. It is. Not,
That is so
we
close.
we can't say for anything about that just yet. Mr. Wes Grant and Dr. Julie Turner are running a very very close race right now. Still, as they have been.
Yeah,
since results started coming in.
And I think didn't we have the opening statements from them earlier?
We did.
I believe.
We had the opening statements from them, but if we want to keep going with opening statements, we could show District 3.
District 3, I believe, is where we are.
District
next.
3. We'll start with Commissioner Bradley Bedwell for that.
Welcome everybody here. I appreciate all the candidates coming up. Mr. Durden, we appreciate you putting this on. I enjoy campaigning. I love it. I actually do every bit of it myself, from the actual groundwork to the social media, printing my signs, building my signs. I built 49 4x8s by myself, carried them around there. I got one campaign strategy. I just get out there in the heat of the day and try to have a stroke, and people will vote for you if you look like you're about to die out there walking. And it's been one of the greatest honors of my life the last couple of months, just walking around and seeing our district in a better shape than it was 4 years ago. We have got a lot cleaned up, and the reason I asked for a candidate was so I get better as a candidate, but also I could see what kind of shape we're in. It looks a lot different than it did 4 years ago, thank God. But I want to talk about the future. I want to talk about the amount of any team has to have talent, and we got a great crop of candidates that could fill every position. I think with unity and also with the right help, we can really take Dothan to the next level, and that's what I'm excited about.
All right, that is District 3, Bradley Bedwell, who is the current commissioner incumbent. He's facing two challengers. Next up is David Haight, who is I'm
going to speak directly to the camera, just as I did at the front door of your house. When I met you, I took my sunglasses off so I could speak to you, looking you in the eyes, and be truthful with you, and so that you could understand what I want to hear from you. I will meet with you often. I listen to you. I am willing to listen to you if I'm elected. What I do know is that you have issues that I want to talk about in some of these other questions. And what I would like to say is it's not a matter of trust. It's a matter of experience in my case. I have a lot of experience. I have credentials that are very helpful and useful to the city of Dothan, and what I would like to do is demonstrate that for the next 4 years.
That was Mr. David Haight. Next for District 3 Commissioner, we have Mr. Kyle Scott opening statement.
First and foremost, thank you for having me. My strategy is not to have a stroke, for people to feel sorry for me, to vote for me. My strategy is to knock doors, ask constituents, ask people of the public on what they want to see changed. While Dothan has improved since I was a child, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. Poverty has increased. The cost of living has affected multiple families, as well as families in our district. The city released their report last week, the 2025 to 2029 report. The cost of living has affected families by 2%. It's an increase. My campaign is to involve yourselves to bring that cost of living down, create better economic income for individuals, as well as to include your voice in votes that are non-essential to the city. Thank you.
All right, your three candidates there. That's District 3, and that's one that, can we see the current stats on District 3? I believe that's one that we said was a fairly close race. That's number 2.
No, District 3 Commissioner.
Commissioner race, District 3.
it looks like Commissioner Bradley
Yeah.
Bedwell still has a
fairly significant lead.
lead.
We don't really know if that's going to be enough to avoid the runoff, though. We'll have to wait and see on that one. Potentially, it could. I mean, there's a possibility it could avoid a runoff, but we'll have to wait and see if you can't avoid the runoff in that particular race. District 4, we have 2 candidates in District 4. The first is Josh Chapman, and that's a tight race right now. Very tight race right now. Yes.
First off, thank you to Durden for having us here tonight, and also for Wiregrass Daily News for putting this event on. I'm running for Dothan City Commission here in District 4 because I believe in the potential of Dothan. Dothan is a good place. I moved here almost 11 years ago. My wife's from here. Moved here and was quickly sucked into the energy of Dothan. People in this community care about this community, and I quickly knew that this was my home. Got involved, served a lot with local nonprofits, and very active in my local church. Really knew it was my home. I want to help take Dothan from being good to being great. I believe that we're getting close to our potential. I grew up playing baseball, and I once attended a baseball camp, and a coach told me about the last 10%. And when you're throwing a baseball, the last 10% is really flicking that wrist, and it really generates that extra velocity that separates you from other players. I feel like Dothan, we're on that last 10%. So I want to help take Dothan to the next level. I believe in the potential of Dothan.
I'm going to need to call time on
Yes, sir.
there.
Thank you
very much.
Yep.
All right. Another one we had to call time on.
That's the answer. So District 4, that's an open seat, guaranteed new leadership since Mr. John Ferguson is not seeking re-election. That was just Josh Chapman that we saw. His background is in engineering, real estate, and Dave Stock is his challenger. Dave Stock's background is in downtown business and defense background, and we'll see his opening statement right now.
I just want to say thank you again for being here tonight. We're the last group of commissioners, and I'm really proud to be here. I love Dothan. I have loved Dothan since my wife and I first met here almost 25 years ago when the Army brought me to flight training in the Wiregrass. When we moved away, we knew we were going to come back to Dothan. And 13 years ago, we came back and we said, this is our home. This is where we're going to be for the rest of our adult life. We love it. We've had awesome experiences all around the world. We have managed major programs. We have started businesses. We have invested in Dothan. You invest in a place that you love, and we love Dothan. I'm going to work hard to bring common sense to everything that we do in this city and this commission. I'm going to work hard to bring actual solutions and real results. I'm going to work hard to bring education up to where it needs to be. If we're going to have a strong city, we need to have strong education. I'm going to bring that. The only way to get out of poverty, the only way to bring yourself up in life is for education and experience. I'm going to bring that to Dothan. I'm going to ask for your vote tonight. I'm going to work hard for you every day. Thank you.
And that's actually the last opening statement that we have for our commissioners, as the opening statements for the commissioners that attended our debate last Tuesday. Historical debate, first one.
First one. First televised, our first streamed live debate.
So a little bit of facts about Dothan City Commissioners. There are 6 single-member districts. The commissioners represent their districts' neighborhoods, set policy alongside the mayor, vote on budgets, and oversee city services. Each district can have very different priorities, such as infrastructure, zoning, economic growth, or parks. And the commissioners, they oversee all of those.
They do. And of course, now the mayor sits on the council as well. He has a single vote too, but he gets to appoint people to committees and things like that. So he has some additional powers that the regular members of the board don't have, that he has as well. So he will also be sitting on there as well. He'll have a vote just like the other commissioners do have a vote. All right, where are we on those votes right now, Dylan?
Let me go and refresh everything, make sure we got the most up-to-date numbers.
Dylan, how's your coffee?
It's great, actually.
It's good.
Got
He
that,
has coffee. We don't have coffee.
Iced brown sugar oat milk shaken espresso.
Oh, that sounds fancy.
Just a little bougie. All right, let me get the tab shared over here. And this is what we're looking at.
So a little bit of change.
District 1 Commissioner Vivian Daniels sitting at 45.5. Kevin Dorsey at 54.5. District 2 Commissioner Kirksey at 43. McGowan at 16. Tiller at 40.2.
So Mr. Philip Kirksey has pulled ahead in this next update. That's still sitting about at the same. District 3 Commissioner race is still sitting about the same, looking like it could be a runoff. District 4, Mr. Dave Stock is still pulling ahead.
Very close, though.
Still
close
very
race.
close, extremely close. The mayoral race.
Mayoral race is still staying pretty much the way it's been all night, with a substantial lead for Mayor Saliba at this point. Very substantial lead. It looks like it's going to be a lead that would be pretty hard to overcome, I would think. I don't think that the challenger, McCrae, would have a chance to overcome a lead that big. So
I won't hit the air horns on it just yet. But we'll leave that one.
School board chair has changed. Mr. Wes Grant has pulled ahead. School board District 1. Miss Brenda Guilford.
55.5%.
District 2, Franklin Jones has pulled ahead of Mr. Justice Platt. Aisha Walton is leading in District 3. And in School Board District 5, Miss Ashley Davis is in the lead. That's all the results that we have so far.
I think at this point, though, I think Dylan made a valid point. I think that lead that the mayor has, Saliba has, is just too much to overcome.
It might be at this point.
I think that's too much to overcome. I think we could safely call that as well.
Let's go ahead and call.
Wiregrass Daily News does predict that will happen, that Mayor Saliba will be reelected. And that will make history again, won't it?
It will make history.
Right.
If Mayor Saliba is reelected, that will be the first time that a Dothan mayor has won 3 consecutive terms in a row. Well,
And
that's consecutive.
For some of you people who say, well, wait a minute, what about his dad? He served 3 terms as well, but he did not serve 3 consecutive terms. He served 1 term and then 2 consecutive terms. So this will be the first time any mayor in Dothan's history, long history, will have claimed 3 consecutive wins as mayor. So congratulations to him. That could explain why he hadn't called us earlier.
That could be a good
that he was gonna
indicator
call us.
of why we haven't received that call yet. And we're going to go ahead and thank, again, one of our sponsors, Rock Creek Roofing, for helping us bring this live coverage to all of you. And thank you all for watching.
All our other races are really too close to call at this point. Some of them, like that school board chair, that is a very
Extremely
tight
close.
race, very tight race. That one may go right down to the wire. And there were some other races we had that could potential run into I want to say playoffs. No, it's not playoffs. But we run
It's not football season quite yet.
I'm thinking football. That's what I'm thinking already.
3
District
more
2,
Saturdays.
yeah, 3 more Saturdays. District 2 could end up in a runoff. And what were the other 2 districts that I had down there? I've shuffled my papers together here now, and I don't.
I think I got one of your papers.
Yeah, probably so. That's the one that had the districts on it. Yeah. School Board District 1, School Board District 3, and District 5 could all possibly end up in runoffs, as well as commissioner race on District 3.
I'm not so sure, BJ. It looks like School Board District 3 is.
Yeah, that's a fairly
pulling
significant
away.
read. Yeah. That
Looks like
one.
Miss Taisha Walton is taking a very
What are the
big
numbers
lead.
on that? Dylan, we can't see the exact
Taisha
percentages.
Walton is sitting at 61% currently.
Wow. That one could be called pretty quickly. Even though it's a 3-person race. I mean, that would be really impressive. If she could win straight out, in a 3-person race
without having to
without
go
a runoff,
for a runoff. Yeah.
that would be very impressive. So,
And then School Board District 5, that's also a
Mhm.
3-person race. still no one's at 50% on that one. So that one definitely could go to a runoff.
All right. Do we have any more of the polling locations that we've heard from? I know that we have folks at all 10 of the polling locations.
I believe Jen has already left her polling location.
Oh, she's already.
They've already shut it.
She was at Von
shut it down over
Bloomberg, I
there.
believe. So
Mhm.
that's one of the 3 different polling locations for District 1. So there are at least 2 other polling sites on there that we don't know for sure if we've gotten the numbers back in on those 2 sites.
Yeah,
yet
we need
or
an
not.
update from Brian on
So-
which
Let's
locations
get
are
Brian in
reporting.
here. Come on back.
Let's get Brian on the horn.
Brian, let's get Brian on the horn. Brian. Earlier, we were looking for furniture throughout the station, and I told Dylan, I said, let's call Brian. Dylan said, Brian. He wasn't here.
He was nowhere to be found.
There's nowhere to be found.
We
meant
do
on the
have some
phone.
comments that are coming in. Can you clarify if there is a runoff? Will all 3 candidates be for a vote again, or just the 2 highest?
Just
No.
the 2 highest.
Just the 2 highest.
Just the 2 highest.
Okay, that was
would
from
go into the
Rachel.
runoff.
Rachel
To
Reneva.
Rachel, yes. Just the 2 highest will be included in the runoff, not all 3.
And that is if no candidate gets more than 50%. If a candidate gets more than 50%, then there wouldn't be a runoff. But if no candidate gets more than 50%, then the top 2 candidates would be,
Gotcha.
which would be September the 16th, if they do have that.
Looks like there's a question there. Why did school board chair change?
Yeah, it looks like, I guess, maybe you said they had 3,287 votes before. We're updating the numbers as the polling locations come in. So if you see that voting number has changed or went up, it's probably because we had another location report in. So we added some more votes.
Okay. Do we have anyone calling in yet? Any interviews coming in yet?
Nothing yet. Still waiting on those.
So speaking of the school board chair, the Dothan City School Board chair sets the tone for education policy in the city. The chair helps guide the superintendent, oversees budget decisions, and responds to the needs of teachers, students, and parents. Dr. Julie Mullins Turner and James Wes Grant are competing for that leadership role as we speak.
That's true. And a lot of the controversy, if you're not familiar with what's been going on, there's been quite a turnover in superintendents. And
I think one of our questions said there's been 11 turnovers in the past 5 years.
There's been 5 different superintendents over the last 11 years.
Oh, I had that completely backwards.
But we do have one superintendent right now who has not been approved yet by the board. And we won't know until after the election whether that superintendent does get approved by the board. And there's still some negotiations going on as far as contracts and salaries and things of that nature. So that's been really one of the bone of contentions, I think, with the school board over the last few years is instability by the superintendent. Just don't really have any stability there. And this latest round of the superintendent that was selected or potentially selected, there's some controversy there too, because there's some people saying it was done improperly, that there may not have been following some of the rules for that selection. And some of the qualifications or some of the claims are being made. Some of the qualifications were changed without approval by the rest of the board. So there's been several issues involved in that. If this election goes in one direction, it could stabilize that decision and further cement that decision. Or if it goes another way, it could completely change that. And so we could be starting over again as far as superintendents go.
Dylan, have these results, did we just update these results? Because there has been a drastic change in District 1 Commissioner.
I just
That's why
updated them.
you cannot call these.
That's
you
right.
cannot say, oh, this guy's definitely going to win.
Yeah.
But it can change.
It's
It can
neck
change
and
just like
neck
that. As
neck and
soon
neck
as
again.
results come in, it changes immediately.
Neck and neck again. And that partially is I think, because traditionally in these elections, municipal elections, the turnout is not as high as it would be, say, for a presidential election or a gubernatorial election, something like that. And so a few votes can make a big difference.
Yes.
You may have a candidate who may be maybe wins by 20 votes or 50 votes or something like that, because there are so few votes cast compared to other races. Now, we thought going into this, because some of the numbers were coming in so well, that this may be a fairly high turnout for a municipal election. But still, that having been said, that we're only talking possibly 20-25% of the people who are eligible to vote normally turn out for this kind of election.
Jackson Powell commented on Facebook and said, "Is it over yet?"
I don't think so, Jackson.
It is, I think, maybe in one race. We mentioned the mayoral race. We think that one's over. It looks like Mayor Saliba has been reelected for a historic third consecutive term.
Oh, I forgot my cue.
We got your sound effect.
Yeah, so we're calling it for Mayor Saliba.
He's been wanting to do this sound effect all day.
All right, here we go.
There we go. There it is.
There's the horn.
Well, you give a kid a toy, he wants to play with it.
Exactly, and he's got a lot of sound effects over there. So I'm glad that he
whistles.
chose that one and not some of the other ones.
But no, to answer your question, that is the only race I think we can call at this point. And of course, when we call a race, that's not official. That's not saying that it's officially over and done with. Those returns have to be certified, and that takes a few days to do that. But at this point, I think the lead for Saliba is so significant. I think we can call that race.
Yeah, I think
as
so.
As you can see, if you're looking at any of the numbers on WiregrassDailyNews.com, you can see how tight these races are, how close they are.
Yeah, they really are. Jackson asked about Kevin Dorsey. We've got those numbers pulled up right here. Jackson, if you're watching, Kevin Dorsey's at 49.1%, and Vivian Daniels is at 50.9% for
That's
District
way
1
too close.
commissioner.
That's way too close to make any.
Well,
any
now,
calls.
if it stayed right there, I mean,
that's true.
But it hasn't done that all night. So, but that has been a tight race all night long. That race has been.
Do we
very
have
tight.
any information on recounts? If a race is that close, is that
I don't really know what the threshold is there for a recount. I don't know that. We'd have to look that up and see what that is. But
Brian.
we need that on one of these buttons over here.
I don't know though. With a recount with such few ballots, I don't know that a recount would do anything really. Because if you normally when you have a recount, it's something like in a statewide election or presidential election where you're talking thousands or maybe millions of votes. This is an election where you're talking maybe 5-10 votes one way or the other. So I'm not really sure that that would be an issue with a race this small. So you probably would have a little bit better handle on the original count, I think is what I'm trying to say, than you would be on an election that was across state lines or a national election or something like that. So
another Facebook comment from Susan Trawick. She said, "Have absentee ballots been counted?"
I believe they have at some locations.
We did receive the Civic Center results, the votes from the Civic Center, and I don't know if any other district or any other voting polls.
I'm sorry. I think all the absentees come through the Civic Center.
Yes.
Right?
So yes, I was.
Okay.
I believe that's true.
I don't think there's any other voting polls that have absentee ballots. So
we may be wrong on that. I may be wrong on that. But,
I'm wrong a lot. So
yeah. Giving you our best guess right here.
Yeah.
A guesstimate. No. The Civic Center is the only voting location that has the absentee ballots, and we have received those already. So
at least from the Civic Center.
At least from the Civic Center, we know that so much, Susan. So thank you for commenting.
All right, I want to say a thank you to our folks who are out there and covering this for us and getting those votes. We had Matt McCall, who was at the Andrew Bell Community Center on Lake Street. We had Katie Wright, who was at Walton Park Rec Center. And we had Jen McClin, who was at the Von Bruberg Center. All those were in District 1. Thanks to Lee Strickland, who was at Roy Drigger's building, the Civic Center. And also to Lee Barbary, who was at the Wiregrass Rec Center. That was the District 2 voting places. And Charles Woodall was at the Farm Center. That's the lone District 3 voting place. To Jake Martin, who was at the Dothan Utilities Complex on Kilgore Drive. And to Charlotte Fletcher, who was at Ridgecrest Baptist Church on Fortner Street. Those are the two.
Right.
District 4.
Still haven't heard from either of those yet, but Charlotte, she was our reporter who is currently at Ridgecrest. And earlier we did
Correct.
We did hear from her that there was still many people in the parking lot.
And of course, as we mentioned earlier, District 5, District 6, those are unopposed. So there's, am I right on that or am I wrong on that?
You are correct.
I'm right on that. Okay, so we don't have to worry about
So
those.
are we sharing?
I assume so.
Okay. Just, it is live, so I want to make sure I'm sharing the right thing before I speak.
Share away.
Okay, so Dave Stock was just called for District 4.
That was a very close race.
That was a very close race.
Now, that was a race where there was no incumbent. So there was no incumbent who usually incumbents have a little more.
Right, he did. He stepped down.
ability
Do we remember his name? The incumbent that was no longer running for
I'm not
District
sure
4.
who had withdrawn from that, but both candidates were not incumbents for that race. So that was.
So we're calling.
We're calling District 4.
Projected by wiregrassdailynews.com.
Dave Stock.
Congratulations, Dave.
And then also for District 2 and District 3, there will be a runoff.
A runoff for District 2 and District 3.
A District
Do
2
we
and
have
District
the candidates
3.
that will be in that?
Yeah,
runoff?
let's.
So the candidates in that race for District 2, Mr. Philippe Kirksey, Ms. Dorinda McGowan, and Mr. Derek Tiller, they will be in a runoff, and that will be September 16th.
Do we know which of those two candidates will be in the runoff? It looks like
Looks like
it
it's
will
going to
be
be Mr. Derek Tiller and Mr. Philippe
Ms.
Kirksey.
Kirksey. Yeah, will be in the runoff.
And then
September
there will
16th.
also be a runoff for District 3, and those two candidates in the runoff will be Commissioner Bradley Bedwell, who is the incumbent, and then Mr. David Haight.
So as we predicted, there will be some runoffs, as you normally find when you have a 3-candidate race. You normally have we'll have some
Yes, runoffs are routine due to multiple candidate fields. More than 50% needed to be avoided or needed to be had by one candidate to avoid a runoff, which did not happen in those two races.
All right. Do we have any more comments that we need to address?
Let's see.
While we have just a moment, I'd like to thank all 3 of our sponsors for helping us do this tonight. We appreciate you very much. Interstate All Battery Center, to Rock Creek Roofing, and to Lewis Smith Supply. We appreciate your support, making it possible for us to do this tonight on wiregrassdailynews.com and on our radio stations as well, and every other channel that we're on. I think we're on didn't you say we're on Facebook? We're on YouTube.
Facebook, YouTube. Are we just on 103.9? Or are we also on all of our
I
other
believe we're on
stations?
all the stations.
We're on all of
the
our stations. So 95.5 WTVY, 96.9 The Legend with the the very famous BJ Kelly, program director, and also he is also the program director for 103.9 News Talk. And yes, that's
the News Talk station, and in case you're not familiar with it, is a very good source for getting national and state information as far as the talk shows, news. We have news there, of course, from Fox News at the top of each hour. We have news from the Alabama News Network. We also have local news as well from wiregrassdailynews.com, and several of the very top shows in America. The morning shows, Rick Burgess. We have Glenn Beck, Sean Hannity, Clay and Buck, Clay Travis, Buck Sexton Show, one of the big shows.
all right. We just got some more results.
All right, what you got?
All right. The race has been called for Miss Taisha Walton, District 3 Board of Education.
All right.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. We are projecting that she is now the winner. It's a Wiregrass Daily News projection, so congratulations to her.
I love it when they win.
Because you get to blow the horn.
He gets to use a sound effect and a graphic that they work so hard on.
That's
So
right.
we
That's right.
Appreciate that so much. Yes, sir.
Take a brief pause and
They tell us we're going to take a brief pause and be back in just moments. So stand by. We will return with more information. Wiregrass Daily News election coverage right here.
Apparently, I was just talking. I hope somebody could read lips to see what I was saying. No,
That was my bad. You can blame me.
That's Dylan's fault. We're just taking a quick short break. We're going back and recounting, making sure that we have all the right numbers, so we're giving you the right results. And of course, we want the right results too.
Absolutely. So we're doing that. We're recalibrating. We're changing that. As we said, those numbers will change throughout the night. This is a good point we need to make as well. The numbers we give you are not official numbers. These are numbers that we are getting from our reporters at the individual polling sites. They won't be certified until several days later when the clerk will actually certify the results and certify the numbers.
Right.
So
the projected winners
These are
that
projected
we have
numbers.
given you so far,
Right.
that is the projected winner. That is
Right.
not us at Wiregrass Daily News saying, this is the winner,
Correct.
this is it, this is the end
correct.
all.
This is projected information that we're doing. It won't be official until it's certified by the clerks and that sort of thing, it may take a few days for that to happen. So,
But we're giving you the information that we know right now.
as it comes in, and we'll be posting that up there on the screen, you'll be seeing updated information throughout the night. If you are with us on radio, we appreciate that so much. Also, you can go to wiregrassdailynews.com, see the information that we're talking about. If you're there on your computer, just look for the menu button that'll be up on the left side and click on that. You'll find Political Hub, and that's where you'll find the information that we're talking about. Same applies for the app, the wiregrassdailynews.com app. You can do that as well through the app, which is free too. You can get that at your app store or wherever you get your apps. You can pick that up. I think it's downloadable from our website too, I believe. So you can get it there as well, and follow us along on the apps. We're also available on several other social media platforms that are carrying us tonight, and also on YouTube. I think we're on that as well. So
Facebook
thank
and
you.
YouTube.
Thank you for wherever you're viewing us at or listening to us. We really appreciate that. Thank you to our sponsors again for making this possible. We want to say a big thanks to Interstate All Battery Center, to Rock Creek Roofing, and to Lewis Smith Supply. We appreciate you for
Thank you
being
so
our
much,
sponsors.
sponsors.
And at some point, I'll probably lose my voice, so it sounds like it's going to crack a little bit here.
Gonna have to get you some
So,
coffee too.
Well, I've been up since like 4:30 doing the show this morning on 96.9 and
have to get you a
throughout the
bed up
day.
here
So,
instead.
so the voice, there's only so much voice, that you have to do with the day. So you may have to take over here at some point with my voice.
Well, I only woke up at 5:45 this morning, so a good hour after you. And I wasn't already working. I was still in my rollers.
We'll let Dylan
my
take
hair
over. He
rollers.
doesn't do anything.
Yeah, that's. You know what? I actually, while we were taking a break earlier, I just figured
that
out.
we could put Dylan in the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, check this out. Here I am. I'm
There's
down at the
Dylan.
bottom of
There
the
he is,
screen
over
now.
there.
Little behind the scenes footage of what's going on here in the studio. But yeah, like Brian said, we're double checking ourselves, going back through all of the way we're getting our information in, and we're going to be checking those numbers, updating the little scroll video that you see for your election results, and making sure that you have the most up-to-date and accurate information, which I will throw those results back up there right now. And let me refresh them just to make sure that we got the most up-to-date numbers. And yeah, we'll get
Have
us
they
back in
changed
there.
any, Dylan?
From the ones that are showing right now, I can't see any change in them. Looks
I
like
think it
that
was
one.
still called that, or
Yeah.
it was called earlier that there will be a runoff for District 3,
2 and 3.
District 2, and District 3. Now I know that we had to go back and recount our numbers, but the candidates that we called already for the projected winners, is that still accurate?
Currently, those are still accurate.
Perfect. We got something right.
All right, we got something right. Where are we right now on the school board director? Chairman of the school board. Thank you.
Let me get those refreshed.
That's been a highly contested issue as well. So that's a hotly
school board
competitive
chair.
race.
Ooh,
as
it's
well.
close.
Wow, very
Yeah,
close.
that is-
Now we are at 49.5%. can't quite see that far away. 49.
49.8% for Mr. Wes Grant, and then 50.2
Wow.
for Dr. Julie Turner.
Goodness gracious.
That is obviously way too close to call. And,
Absolutely.
we're going to have to continue to watch that one. That's one of those, as we say, that it may go into the night. May be a while before we get the official results on that one. So
it looks like we're all going to need a bed up here.
yeah, we're all going to be.
Round 2, Uber Eats.
Need to call my husband and tell him I'm going to be late.
Tomorrow morning on The Legend, you'll hear the best of The Legend Morning Show as I do a repeat show tomorrow.
Yeah.
Not just kidding. Just kidding. We'll do something. We'll let the callers take over tomorrow morning and they can do the show. They normally do that anyway. So
there you
we'll
go.
let them do the show.
So while we're still waiting, I did want to give one more Dothan fact, which I'm sure all of you, what would you call people that live in Dothan? Dothanites?
I think so. I mean,
Dothanians?
what do y'all call yourselves?
Someone in the
Dothanians?
comments, can you tell me what you
Yeah.
what you would call the folks who live in Dothan?
No, keep don't say it that way.
Oh, no.
That opens up the floor to a lot of
Be
things.
nice about it.
What do you think is the official term for a resident of Dothan?
Okay, yes.
Okay,
That's a
so
better way to
that's
put
a better
it.
way.
We
Yeah,
might have gotten a few answers that
Yes.
weren't what we were looking for.
That's right.
But Dothanites.
Dothanites.
Thank you,
Dothanites,
Leah
okay.
Barbary. So, as I'm sure most of you Dothanites know, that Dothan is the peanut capital of the world.
If you don't know that Dothan is the peanut capital of the world and you are a Dothanite, where have you been?
Where have you been? I don't think you can call yourself a true Dothanite. if
We're
you
not
don't
going to
know
allow
that.
you to be a Dothanite unless you know that fact.
We're going to revoke your Dothanite card.
That's right.
But, so no, I bring that up because I am in a really, really tough place because I have a peanut allergy.
Oh,
and I
my
live
goodness.
in the peanut capital of the world.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
tough. What do you do during peanut season when all that peanut dust is in the air and everything?
Don't go
I fight
outside.
death. I fight death with
Oh my goodness.
with boxing gloves.
That is awful. No, you live in the peanut capital
And
of the
I do
world.
live real
No,
close to peanut fields. So
Oh,
really and truly,
wow.
I have to wake up in the morning and take a Zyrtec.
Okay, everybody all together. Bless your heart. I mean, oh my gosh.
Thank you so much. I
Oh.
really do appreciate it.
I have allergies to everything but peanuts. Okay, I'm allergic to pretty much everything else out there except peanuts.
Really?
Yeah.
Nope, just peanuts for me.
I'm allergic to
also pork.
cedar tree pollen, the pollen from a cedar tree.
Yeah.
And to toner ink. Believe it or not, I did a test.
Toner ink.
How did you find that out?
They did the allergy test, and where they put everything on your back and they label it and all this stuff.
And they
I was
ran you
going to say,
through
did
the
you
printer.
get curious?
And he says, "I'm
wanna
sorry."
know what toner ink tastes
He says,
like?
"I'm sorry to tell you, but you're allergic to toner cartridge ink from printers." And he says, "I don't want you changing any cartridges in printers anymore." I went, "No problem.
Great.
Not a problem."
That job will be given to someone else. It's
Wild
not
that
BJ's
was-
job
yeah.
anymore.
Wild that was included in the
Oddly
range
specific.
of things.
Oddly
to test
specific,
for
yeah.
Very
allergies.
specific, extremely specific. No toner.
So
for
if I
you.
don't turn up for work some morning, you'll say, "Uh-oh, he touched
He
it.
must
He
have
touched
changed
a
the
copier
toner ink.
somewhere."
Any discrepancy between HP and like Kodak? Any
No,
brand
if it has
specific allergy?
if it has black toner ink in it, I'm not supposed to touch it at all. So,
That's all.
That
That's
is-
wild.
That's almost as strange as my pork allergy.
The more you know.
That's right.
No, really, pork allergy. Did
You
you know
have a
that was
pork
a thing?
allergy?
So you're allergic to peanuts and pork?
Peanuts and pork. It must be a pea thing. I don't know.
Oh,
Oh
man.
my gosh.
No.
So
yeah.
no bacon. right?
No. I have to fight through it.
Yeah.
Fight through it. My mouth.
Oh,
is
you,
Okay,
you
so
eat
it's not
you eat
like-
the bacon anyway,
I'll
right?
just do it anyway.
So it's not like swelling your throat.
No.
shut or anything.
I don't go into
That's
shock
good.
or
Okay.
anything, but we all like to be comfortable
Right,
in
right.
life,
Yep.
you know?
Yep.
And it just makes me uncomfortable, but I'll fight it.
There you
I'll-
go.
Anything for bacon.
I'll fight it for some bacon.
She'll eat you'll do anything for bacon. And I don't say that I blame you. I can't say that I blame you. For that.
Okay, so
That's good.
I wonder how are we doing with the results? Should we go on one more break? Just
Yeah,
to go
I'll
check
put
those
the
out?
I'll put the scrolling results back up. Let me update them and get you guys the most updated information, and we'll get those back up. And we'll step out for just a second and see where we're at.
She's gonna go get some bacon. I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
go
go get
change a
some
copier. toner.
Y'all don't go anywhere. We'll be
Yeah,
right back.
We'll be right back.
Well, welcome back.
Yeah.
Thank you for sticking with us.
What a night, huh?
What a night. What time is it? Is it midnight?
I don't know, but it's not over yet. I
It
mean,
is not
a
over
lot of
yet.
it is over. We do have a couple of races that we're absolutely sure about, but there's still, I think we still have boxes in one precinct. I think that we're still waiting on.
Still waiting on some more
So,
numbers to come in. But what
And
we have
normally you
now,
would say, hey, that's not a big deal, but in some tight races we have, it
it
could
is
be
a
a
big
very
deal.
big deal.
Definitely. But we are going to do a recap of the Wiregrass Daily News projected winners as of now. So the first one that we know as a projected winner is Miss Taisha Walton for School Board District 3. And then moving on to our next projected winner is Mr. Dave Stock for District 4. Mr. Dave Stock for District 4. And then, of course, we have our projected winner for the mayor, and that is Mr. Mayor Mark Saliba.
Yeah, Wiregrass Daily News projected that well over an hour ago, and that's a bit of history for Dothan. Excuse me. Pardon me, but you take it over. I'm losing my voice.
So yes, that is a bit of history. Mr. Mayor Mark Saliba is the first mayor in the history of Dothan to hold that seat consecutively 3 times. Three times.
That's even more than his father did. His father was elected 3 times, but he was not elected consecutively 3 times. So that does make history for Mayor Saliba. So
Do we have more results?
We could just, if y'all want to, why don't we start and just kind of go down the list instead of picking the projecteds. Let's start. You just covered mayor. Let's look at District 2. Can you pull that one up? District 2 commissioner.
this is a 3-candidate race, and this is one. Well, I can't see that. It's kind of small on me there.
Kind of
But,
get a magnifying glass.
As of right now, it appears this one will be going to a runoff because we have 3. It's a 3-candidate race, and our projected numbers as of right now do not show anyone with 50%. So it
Okay.
appears that one will be a runoff.
So that's going to be a runoff between Mr. Philippe Kirksey and Mr. Derek Tiller.
Yeah,
That is a Wiregrass Daily News projection.
and the leading candidate only has 43%, I believe, according to our numbers there.
So
So
just a
that's going to be
3% higher than Mr.
that's
Tiller.
definitely going to be a runoff there. And it really, the 2 candidates are so close. At this point, it really doesn't matter which one has the most percentage. They're both going to the runoff.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
we know that's going to be happening on 16th.
And then, the projection for District 3 is Commissioner Bradley Bedwell does have a pretty big lead there, but it's not quite 50% based on our numbers that we have. And there will be a projected runoff between Commissioner Bradley Bedwell and Mr. David Haight.
So that's what we're projecting, although that runoff is going to be a little bit closer than the one we were talking about earlier. But I think we're pretty safe in projecting that that runoff will be between those 2 particular candidates.
And like we said just a few seconds ago, Mr. Dave Stock, he did pull out in front of the District 4 commissioner race.
That's right, 54%.
Projected winner for that race.
Yeah.
School board chair, way too close to call.
This one has been this way all night long. It has been within
Neck
a
and
point
neck.
or a fraction of a point all night long. And at this point, that's just way too close to call, especially with a box or 2 still left out there. That's just way too close to call.
That box, it's going to have the results in it. That's going to call that one for sure.
It is, and it may make a big difference. We had a lot of votes in this compared to the other races that we've had tonight. So our numbers right now, and as we say, these are preliminary numbers. These are projected numbers. They've not been official yet, but we do have those numbers very close at 50.2% for Dr. Turner, 49.8% for Wes Grant. So you can see how close that's been.
And all night,
long.
one has been a point ahead and one has
That's
been
right.
a point ahead. So it's
That's
still
right.
really too close to
Too
make
close to
any
call.
predictions.
And that race, as we found out during the debate last week, some big issues in that race, and that's got a lot of people interested in that race and participating in it because of that race. So Apparently that one's going to go right down to the wire. We may not get an official count for that until they do the official returns. The clerk does the official returns, because that one may just be that close.
Then for School Board District 1, Miss Brenda Guilford has pulled a very big lead.
I don't think we have to worry about a runoff there. That's been a significant victory for her.
We're going to go ahead and project that.
We'll
Miss
project
Brenda
that one.
Guilford has taken the School Board District 1. Congratulations, Miss Brenda. And we got Dylan's horns over there. Then moving on to District 2 School Board, those numbers are still too close to call.
They're pretty close. I mean, we do have, at this point, we're showing Jones in the lead at 54.3%, but with Black at only 45.7%. That's still very close to call. It's too close to do a projection on that one at this point, with boxes still left out.
Right.
And considering how just a few votes in a race like this can make a huge difference because of the turnout being small for a city election. So that one is just too close to call.
School Board District 3, Miss Taisha Walton, as we stated earlier, with her her winning image, the projected winner for Wiregrass Daily News
Yeah,
is
no runoff there.
Taisha Walton for School Board District 3.
Just claim that one.
School Board District 5, that one is we are projecting, Wiregrass Daily News is projecting a runoff between Mr. J.T. Carroll and Miss Ashley Davis.
So that was pretty clear. I think we will have a runoff. Now, which one ends up in the lead at this point, it really doesn't matter. We know those two candidates will be in the runoff. It'll be happening on the 16th.
Now we're just waiting for that last box.
All right, we're just waiting for that last box. And so
Might be a good time to mention our sponsors.
It would be a good time to mention our sponsors. One of our sponsors is Rock Creek Roofing.
we also have Interstate All Battery Center and Lewis Smith Supply. So thank you very much to them for doing that too.
And thank you to our viewers for sticking with us. It's been a
Absolutely.
long night, but we're all very excited and waiting to see the end results.
Big thanks to our crew here too. They have done a great job. We had someone at every polling location out there. We have people behind the scenes like Dylan producing everything back there. We've got Matt, who's behind the scenes doing digital work as well. Our executive producer, Brian, over there, trying to pull all this stuff together. So that's been a huge group effort here by everybody at Digio Strategies tonight. So it's an all hands on deck affair, and we appreciate all their help out there. And that's pretty much where we are. You know what we know now. So
Okay.
here we go.
We figured out the Daniels and
Information coming
And
in.
it
So
matched the-
Why don't we take a little intermission? We'll come back.
We got some more information on that. We'll have it for you coming up in just a moment. Stand by. WiregrassDailyNews.com.
We are still here.
Wow.
Can
What
you
a
believe
night.
it?
What a night. And it's almost over. We're almost to the point where we can shut it down. We appreciate you being with us throughout the evening tonight. There's been a lot of checking. A lot of crews been out there doing a lot of checking, and
A
we're
lot
about
of
to
counting, a lot of recounting.
a lot of recounting, and we're about ready to run through the final numbers for tonight. And we first of all want to thank our sponsors for making this possible tonight.
Yes, our sponsors, Rock Creek Roofing. Thank you so much. Interstate All Battery Center. Thank you. And Lewis Smith Supply. Thank you so much. Are we ready to run through our results?
Going to run through what we got, and our numbers have been fairly accurate. I think you only got one or two races with a minor change on it, but we do now have the city of Dothan has posted numbers.
They're
Unofficial numbers,
Yes.
but the city of Dothan has posted the numbers, and they were identical to ours, with except for a couple of races.
I feel pretty
that
good
were
about
minor
that.
off. Yeah, but our numbers other than that were spot on all night long. So let's go through the final results here.
So District 1 Commissioner, that one is way too close to call. So
Too close to call.
we can't make a prediction on that one.
Can't do it, but our numbers do match up with the city of Dothan right now. It looks like Vivian Daniels has a slight lead, but it's too close to call. Those numbers are so close, within about 6 votes, I think. So that's just way too close to call.
District 2 Commissioner, that is going to be, we're going to project that's going to be a runoff.
Yeah, it looks like that one is a solid runoff there. We've got Kirksey with 43% and Tiller with 40.2%. So that's going to be a pretty solid runoff. We had that one pegged, I think, from pretty much the get-go there.
And then District 3 Commissioner, that is also going to be a runoff between Commissioner Bradley Bedwell and Mr. David Haight. So that we are projecting a runoff between those two candidates for District 3 Commissioner.
We've had those numbers accurate throughout most of the night as well.
District 4 Commissioner, as we've called projected a few times tonight,
Yep.
is Mr. Dave Stock.
That's going to be the winner on that one. And for the mayor's race, we called that one, about 2 hours ago, I think it was.
2 hours,
That
about 2
one
hours
was a
ago.
pretty easy one to call there.
Yep, that's going to be the projected winner for Mayor of Dothan is Mayor Mark Saliba.
Making history too. Third consecutive win for him. So that sets history in Dothan.
School board chair, again, another race
Wow.
that is way too close to call.
What a race there.
How many votes?
I think of the last numbers we had, it was like 6 or 7 votes separate those two candidates. And they've been deadlocked like that from the beginning, since 7 o'clock.
From the jump, yes.
They have been deadlocked there. And with only 2 candidates in that race, one of them will be the winner. And so if those numbers do hold, and we're not saying that they are, but if those numbers do hold at this point, it would be Dr. Julie Turner. But as we say, the numbers are unofficial. And they are the same as with the city of Dothan, but they are unofficial. And we can't really claim that as we can't project that for sure because that's just too close.
School Board District 1, we want to say the projected winner is Brenda Guilford, but with that last
that's
count
very,
coming
very
in,
close to 51.6%. That if it stands, if it holds, that would be a win. But as we say, these are unofficial numbers. Even the ones from the city of Dothan are unofficial numbers. So that could go into a runoff. And it does. You can see her 2 opponents there are almost deadlocked. They're almost in a dead heat. So at this point, even the runoff, we wouldn't know exactly who the candidates are going to be.
If those
in the
numbers
runoff.
come in and it changes that 51.6%,
absolutely.
it could bump it down 2
Absolutely,
points, and then
yeah.
that's a runoff.
So that's true.
School Board District 2, the numbers, unofficial numbers, are saying that Mr. Franklin Jones has projecting the winner for District 2 School Board. Projected winner is Mr. Franklin Jones. We have a graphic for him.
And District
3 School Board, as we've said a couple of times now, we're going to recap. Ms. Taisha Walton is the projected winner for School Board District 3. And School Board District 5. That's another runoff.
That's going to be a runoff. We're pretty certain on that one. As I say, once again, these are unofficial numbers, but we're pretty certain there's going to be a runoff. It's going to be between Davis and Carroll.
And those are based on Dothan City unofficial numbers, not just ours. But
we're pretty comfortable knowing that's going to be a runoff between those two candidates.
so I
Of course,
think
District 6, there's nobody running against the candidate there, so that one is unopposed. So.
So I think once those numbers come in tonight for the school board chair and District 1 commissioner, I guess we're going to post those in the morning because
Absolutely.
I think we're going to sign off.
We're going to call it a night. And of course, the runoffs will be September the 16th. We will be back here to cover those runoffs for you and get you the information on those as well. So thanks to everybody who helped put this thing together. We appreciate all of you. Late night for everybody. We appreciate the viewers out there, whatever platform you're viewing or listening to us on. Thank you so much for that. And of course, tomorrow morning, we will have a confirmation of these numbers. We'll have that for you tomorrow morning on our various platforms.
And thank you again to our sponsors, Rock Creek Roofing, Interstate All Battery Center, and Lewis Smith Supply. Thank y'all.